Hello and welcome to Dungeon Souls, a game I found on Steam Early Access. My name is Jeremy and we are going to be playing Dungeon Souls. It's a really cool game that's a top-down RPG that is made in Game Maker Studio, which already wins me there because I love games that are indie like this. So let's play. There are a few classes you can choose from right off the bat. There's Barbarian, Archer, Thief, and then you have a bunch of unlocks, and then you have a Necromancer. And I can't tell if I've unlocked these from playing before, because I've actually never played as the Nightblade before. But so far, my favorite guy to play as is the Necromancer, and I have to play on easy because I'm telling you, playing on normal and nightmare mode are just as they say, normal and nightmare mode. So I'm going to play on easy just so I can play for you guys, but let's play as the Necromancer. So what this game does that I really enjoy is it brings a lot of things together from other games, such as, Crypt of the Necrodancer, Risk of Rain, Nuclear Throne, all those kind of games that are indie like this. It really brings it together, but it's still, you can tell that it still has a way to go, but that's okay. So here's the point of the game. You have a bunch of marks around this dungeon, which is procedurally generated, and you have a map that as you explore will tell you where your marks are, that you have to go activate. And when you activate them, monsters spawn, and boy do they spawn. So here's a mark, and already to start with, there is a monster there. To begin with, let me just continue to explain. So there's 4 marks per dungeon. I think sometimes it changes, I'm not sure, but at the moment there's 4 marks per dungeon. Maybe there's 5, I'm not sure, but you have to unlock all of those to get to the next part of the dungeon. And after you do that a few times, then you can find some secret zones, and then you can find some bosses. And it takes a while. It definitely takes a good 30-45 minutes to get there. So enough talking, let's just play this game. So there are chests all around, and you hit spacebar to pick things up. Let me get my trusty abilities over here. And this ability is a really cool one. You have to right click to use this one, and then left click. And what this one does is it should spawn me some skeletons. See, that guy's mine, and I didn't even notice. These guys are mine. And they'll kill things for me, and they'll help me out. So I have to activate this mark on the floor here, and it's going to spawn a bunch of enemies here, but that's 1 out of 4. So, very cool. They help me with health, and that's why the Necromancer is really fun to play as, because you then don't die as much. And I'm telling you, you can go give it a shot, but as the Archer and as the Barbarian, you die a lot. And I don't enjoy dying in video games that much, so I am playing as the Necromancer. And basically you get these 2 abilities right off the bat. You have your health bar, or your health potions, and then you have your one main attack, that's your left click attack, and that'll always be there. The cooldown's always pretty low. It was low on it's lowest on the Thief as far as I've found. But then you're going to have these rooms that just have, this mark room that just has so many enemies on it that you need an AoE attack. And that's why I went for this one, because usually, at least for the Archer, it was a huge AoE attack that just kills all of these guys in one shot. These kind of just spawn, okay, there you go. So it's going to spawn me some skeletons within my area of effect. And then now that I leveled up, I can get this other attack, which when I go, I have to use the mouse wheel to scroll. It's going to put these damage indicators around me. That just gives me more damage. And now I can activate this mark, collect 1,000 coins, become rich in the process, and kill other things, which is really cool. So now I can go back here and see how many marks are activated. So I got 1 more to go check out. It's kind of hard to upgrade your skills since it doesn't really pause the game, but I found that as long as you find a corner, you're gonna be safe. That's pretty much what I found. Shops are not safe. If you think a shop is safe, it is not. So here are the things that I really enjoy about this game so far. Since it is early access, I'm gonna give it a lot of, slack. The things that I really enjoy are the traps. The traps in this game, such as this one over here in the corner, really get me. They get me every single time I accidentally walk on them, and most of them just spawn this ginormous boulder that will run you over if you are not careful, and because of that, you will die. And it's kind of like an Indiana Jones boulder. It's pretty much exactly what it is, and it's really cool. I think that the traps are really creative, and they kind of get harder as you progress. I've progressed like 3 levels down, and it got more difficult. There's a lot more traps to begin with, and then there is kind of spikes that pop up from the floor. So the traps really get you, and I really like that about this game. Let me use my health bar here. You could just, health potion, I keep saying health bar. You just hit F to use that. Lots of enemies, lots of clicking, lots of dodging, and that's the thing I don't like, is there's not exactly a great way to dodge other than kind of hiding behind corners and trying to attack and kill them. The other thing that is kind of frustrating about this is this. Enemies just kind of spawn, and that's why I'm on easy mode, because normal mode was 10 times as hard as easy mode, and I can only imagine what hell mode would be. But hopefully that was the last mark that we had to activate, so let's just go there so I can show it to you. And there we go. No, it's not. Just kidding. Alright, so let's... I thought that was 4. Maybe I didn't activate it? So what has happened to me so far is after I've activated all 4, a portal appears, and then you can go to the next floor of the dungeon, which is cool. But what has also happened is this kind of creepy 3-headed ghost guy. I forget what it's called off the top of my tongue. It starts with an R. But it kind of appears, and it will completely destroy you. One-hit kill. No doubt about that one. And it is a force to be reckoned with. I guess it's kind of like a mini-boss. I would say it's a mini-boss, because I've faced a boss which had one room with a health bar, and that was crazy. It was really, really hard. I think I got close. It was called Merlin, and I knew I would have unlocked something from it, but I did not get a chance to kill it. I died, and that was disappointing, but that's okay, because now I kind of know. See, I actually didn't even notice that there was a trap there, and I stepped on the boulder, and there we go. So let me use this again. I guess I kind of turned it off then, didn't I? So it's definitely a lot of figuring out what is going on in this game, because there's a lot of things that are going on, and you're not really sure. Like, apparently this was the shop. So let me buy some things. 1 bonus damage. 1 bonus damage, 5% chance to stun. Cool. And I've regained some health. So I'm pretty much just using my projectile attacks just to kind of get through this. I kind of have found that the Necromancer by default, just, you know, turnkey, has been most OP. So if you just want to play this game, then definitely try it as the Necromancer to get the hang of it, because it definitely took a little bit to get the hang of. But then again, I haven't really looked up anything for this game yet. I haven't really figured out what I should be doing the right way. So I've just kind of been playing. Like, I still keep attacking my own minions. It's really hard to differentiate which one's mine in all of this haze of look how many people are here. So, okay, this is easily my... Okay, no, I don't want to do this at all, and I didn't because I had no way to negate that. Let me get that back. So this is pretty much the last one I have to activate. And if I can get out alive, I'm just going to go there so I can show it to you. There's a portal. And when I get into the portal, now I'm at level 2. And level 2 is obviously going to get harder. But I found that the Forbidden Library that I ended up in was impossibly hard for a little while. And then I kind of got the hang of it. So that is Dungeon Souls. Oh, there's a compass. Let's go check that out. These are these spike traps, which are impossibly hard to cross without dying, or just without getting some damage taken. So let's see what this shop has to offer us. A compass. Alright, let's get a compass. That's actually pretty helpful, actually. And now we get some health before I die from the spikes. Let's get this back, and let's go. I'll see if I can get a little bit further here. Kind of have to keep this video short, but okay, so now let me just add some damage, some defense. It is permadeath, as far as I've noticed. I have definitely died a bunch of times. Okay, 2 marks. Thank you for telling me that. I've died a bunch of times, and I don't really see anything carrying over from those deaths. I thought that the coins that I collected would carry over, but I don't know if that's a bug or if they're supposed to. Sometimes it says I have like 800 coins on the character selection screen, and sometimes it doesn't. Alright, I died. But I've killed 209 enemies and collected 2,096 coins. Let's see real fast if that carried over or not in my passive abilities here. See, it doesn't really carry over, so I have to figure that out. But then you could eventually upgrade some passive abilities for every single class. But Dungeon Souls is really fun, and I'm going to continue playing it and posting videos onto this channel. So thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, or if you want to see more video games like this, or just any games that you have a suggestion for. Please let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.